Hey, good morning. Chuck here at Apple Drains. Today I'm going to show you a few tips of how to locate the lid of your septic tank. It's really easy, simple. You need a probe, and we're going to find this lid really quick. Let's take a look. So there's a couple of tips to help you find it. Number one, look up on your roof. Can you see all the vent pipes coming up? Okay, so we know that the septic tank is going to come out back. From seeing this configuration, you see the larger 3-inch, that's the main vent. Everything's actually attaching to that vent as it goes down underground, and that tank should be somewhere right out here. And we're going to probe for it to find the sides of the tank, and then we'll be able to locate the lid. Take a look. Okay. This is the back of the tank, and it may seem obvious. You can see it goes off the hill on the side over there, that you think this is where the tank is, but let's make sure. Let's go ahead and start probing until we find the tank. Good. We found one end of the tank. Come over. We found the side of the tank, okay? So, whoops. So we've got tank. We've got corner. We know that this is one corner of the tank, right? So really you could just do it from that, but let's go across and make sure. And there's the other side. So finding both sides of the tank, we found both sides. Now, if we just come back, there's the end of the tank, come back about a foot, and right here, this should be where the back lid is. Remember, there's two lids. This is the back of the tank. So let's go ahead and dig that up and see if we're right on the money. So here's the outline of the tank. If you can find all three sides, the front or the back in this case, and the two sides, you'll be able to locate that lid regardless of how deep it is. It really is that simple. Okay, we should be right about the center of the lid, so let's go ahead and cut some of this off just to see where we are. What we're looking for is a seam, and sure enough, can you see that seam right there? This is one corner of the lid, so we just need to come back over here and cut out the lid section. Let's do that. And sure enough, here is the seam. Can you see it? It's right there. That's the corner. And that's our lid right there. So we need to cut back a little bit more. And there should be, pull this back, there should be a handle. Yep, right here. Of course, it's crushed down in there, but that's the handle. That's the handle to the lid. So let's go ahead and expose this so we can pop this open. Okay, take a closer look. You can see the seam. See, the seam runs all the way around. And the last person that was in here, they actually put mortar around it to try to keep it nice and secure. But that seam is very evident. What we're going to do is take the pry bar and just pound a little hole right down here to break this loose. We may need to get the pry bar under here a little bit so we can just grab a hold of that handle. Let's go ahead and do that. Perfect. Now we're just going to pound a hole and see if it'll pop loose. Oh yeah, she's a poppin'. Good. So you can see that it broke the seam. We should be able to just lift it right up and see inside the tank. Yep. Oh yeah, not for the faint of heart. Let's see what's going on here. Not bad, not bad. Mostly water. So mostly water, that means that the bacteria is working really good and it's eating all the solids. They're dropping to the bottom. That's the way your tank works. Can you see that white pipe? That's coming into the back of the tank, but it's coming from a sewage pump because there's another toilet in another building and they're pumping that. It's a grinder pump. They pump all the water up to the tank. What else we got in here? Can you see the outlet right there? The pipe going up? That is the discharge of the tank. So as the water level rises, it comes out through that pipe into the distribution box out here and is dispersed throughout the drain field. So all in all, this tank's actually looking really good. It doesn't need to be cleaned, and you can test that by actually taking your shovel, just remember to wash it off, and go all the way down to the bottom. Let's see how much solid's down here at the bottom. Oh, there's pretty thick down there. Let's see. Yeah. So there's a lot of solids built up at the bottom of this tank. It could be cleaned. It needs a cleaning. Most tanks do. This one probably hasn't been cleaned in about maybe 8-9 years. Pull the shovel out. So you could call, a septic company. They'll come out. I think the average price here in Central Florida is about $475. It could be more depending on the company that you call. And they'll go ahead and clean the tank. They do a great job. All companies will do a good job, I promise. But will they check? The big thing is, will they check the distribution out here and make sure that that distribution line is working good? I can tell this one is because it's nice and green over here. Really good. When you're all done, remember that this lid is heavy, okay? But we just set it back in place. Kind of square it up. And we're safe to go. Yeah, I know, I had the GoPro on my head, but hey, this is Chuck with Apple Drains, reminding you that if you believe you can do something, I guarantee you can do it. Have a great day.